Bob Iger is about to get wrecked. Today, in fact. And it's going to be fascinating to see what comes out from this. Oh, yes. They've got a town hall meeting. Not like a town hall, but, a cast town hall. Oh, dear. Bob Iger and other Disney executives are going to get totally wrecked. There's no coming out of this positively. And if we hear anything, guaranteed it's going to be twisted by the media. But yeah, he's going to get absolutely wrecked. So he's going to be meeting with employees today, 9 a.m. So my time zones are not particularly great. That might have already happened, or is going to happen anyway. So this is not good. Not good at all. It's good for us because we can laugh about it, but it's not good for him. And this is because, of course, he's come back, and Disney's a disaster. This is their centennial year. Their big celebration of 100 years, Disney. And they released the movie to do that, Wish, and that bombed as well. So not good at all. I mean, it's great for us. Again, we can have a good laugh about it. But let's take a look. So a year into the run of Bob Iger II, Return of the CEO, the Walt Disney Company has not yet rediscovered its mojo. For most of Iger's initial 14-year stint in the corner office, Disney was the pace setter in media and entertainment, pulling off stunning M&A deals and amassing a sizable competitive advantage. Now, the company has fallen back to the pack as a biblical series of challenges. Biblical, great word. Have come to define a centennial year that many staffers would just as soon forget than commemorate. Yeah, they don't want to celebrate this year. It's nothing to be proud of. So on Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific time, Iger and a handful of top executives will convene a town hall for cast members. There should be no shortage of questions on the minds of those listening to management frame the current circumstances. In addition to Iger, the event will feature top execs Alan Bergman, Josh D'Amaro, Jimmy Pitaro, Dana Walden. The town hall is being held a year after Iger convened one in 2022, just a week after returning to the executive suite. In fact, he never left the executive suite. We have that confirmed as well. But anyway, so ABC News anchor David Muir will lead basically moderate the discussion about future building opportunities. I mean, what the fuck is that going to be about? They're not doing well. So that billing matches one of the messages from the company's most recent earnings call. There's one coming up soon, actually, which I can't wait for. That's going to be gold. When Iger said progress in several areas has allowed us to move beyond this period of fixing and begin building our businesses again. So there's a number of renovation jobs still required in order to revive Disney stock, because thousands of workers have obviously been fired. They're trying to save $7.5 billion in costs, which coincidentally, the only reason they're doing that is because of Nelson Peltz, which they reference later in the article. So, yeah, multi-round processor firings, and loads of people are like, yeah, this is crap. I work for a crap company, which makes sense. So there's been linear TV networks, loads of challenges. September, there's a carriage battle with Charter. ESPN still packs a ratings punch. Obviously, it's always going to. But it's seeking partners' help to mount an a la carte streaming service in order to surmount the efforts of cost cutting. So the movie studio is mired in its worst slump in a decade. So there you go. Deadline themselves admit this is the worst, the worst elements for the movie studio side of stuff for a decade for Disney. Marvel, Pixar and Lucasfilm all in various states of drift. Theme parks are humming again after the pandemic, but face Florida political pressure and questions about ambitious future expansion plans, which is probably going to be nerfed now. Streaming is marching towards profitability. Not really. Not yet, anyway. But the company's $9 billion plus commitment to buy out Comcast's stake in Hulu has upped the noise level about Hulu's future as a standalone offering. They would be stupid if they pushed that into Disney+. So it's also gotten bumpy in the corporate suite. So activist, this is what I mean, they reference Nelson Peltz. I hate this term activist investor. I mean, he just wants a return on profit. So good investor, Nelson Peltz, who is aligned with former Marvel executive chief Ike Perlmutter, has called out Iger in a renewed campaign to win board seats and implement strategic changes. to make money. Again, guys, it's not an activist. He just wants to make money. Succession, which emerged as a notable flaw in Iger's otherwise charmed resume, remains a concern with some investors. Love it. I mean, he's just being torn apart here by Deadline. The 72-year-old chief exec had his contract extended through the end of 2026. It's not really true, because apparently it's until 2032. And has said that a board committee is already convened to weigh potential candidates to take over from him. So, yeah, I mean, they say this, that the reason why they've got the ABC guy here is because of him emceeing. They think insiders have indicated to Deadline that the presentation seems unlikely to turn into the kind of corporate high noon of some all-hands-on media business gatherings. So they're literally trying to mitigate the unrest from their employees, which is hilarious. Disney recently wrapped up its fiscal year, filing its annual report last week with the SEC, as well as will soon be the case with the company's ABC broadcasts. The New Year Eve ball drop in Times Square. The emphasis will be on looking forward to 2024 and beyond, because they just want to get this year out of the way, because it's terrible. So the target audience Tuesday will be employees, but Disney is also looking to stay in Wall Street's good graces, because that's a shit show at the moment as well. Despite general affirmation, a considerable degree of doubt has crept into the market's view of the stock. The Dow Jones 30 component, seen as a bellwether for broader consumer sentiment, has drifted down from 97.58 when Iger took over in November to 95.17 at the end of Monday's trading. Analysts have largely stood by the company's battle-tested brand and mix of assets, pointing to encouraging signs like they're just talking about cash flow, better than expected free cash flow, which was another thing Nelson Peltz made them do. Activist investor, my ballsack. There's been lower content spending as well, and they say this. So Disney appears to actually be on the precipice of improving financial returns in the non-parks division of the company. And they say apparently, Iger, overzealous pursuit of the streaming wars under prior leadership, which is, it was his anyway, but never mind. So Guggenheim's Michael Morris, who shares Nathanson's buy rating and $115 price target on the stock, says the valuation is based on our confidence in the long-term strength and potential for parks growth and renewed focus on profitable growth of the company's media and entertainment assets. Well, look, it'd be good if it did, but it's doubtful. This is going to be a bloodbath, I reckon. An out-and-out Disney bloodbath. And I can't wait to hear about it, because we probably will hear some bits and pieces. So let me know what you think down below. I'd love to hear it. Cheers, guys. Take care. Bye-bye now.